To demonstrate this commitment, under his leadership in just a very short time, Allentown School District made room for 2 of our Head Start classrooms and is working together with Head Start to provide Summer Start, a unique preschool and kindergarten age summer learning program in Allentown this summer. The second thing that I've noticed that's different about the school district under his leadership is that he's committed to community partnerships. Allentown School District is actively engaged in inviting other human service, higher education, business partners, and early childhood education into the Allentown School Districts to share their expertise and to help them achieve their goals. He's committed to working together with many different partners, and CSC and Head Start is fortunate to be one of those partners. The third thing, and maybe one of the most important things, is his commitment to real partnership with families. Understanding that families should have a voice and a place in educating their children and guiding their district plans for the future. He actively involved parents in developing their strategic plan and has reached out to parents through technology and the development of parent network and parent community liaisons. So, Mr. Parker, Head Start families, thank you for your vision and for your commitment to Head Start. And with admiration, I'd like to introduce Mr. Thomas Parker, Superintendent of the Allentown School District, and my friend.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Do I need the microphone for y'all? Okay, I should use the microphone. I'm an old middle school teacher. I used to do cafeteria duty, so my voice will boom everywhere. Thank you. Thank you, first and foremost, for inviting me out to share with you during this event. My name is Thomas Parker. I am the Superintendent of Schools for the Allentown School District. I'm excited to be a servant leader here in the city of Allentown in Lehigh Valley, representing the best interests of all of our children. And those are children that are enrolled in the Allentown School District, as well as those little ones that are coming up the pipeline that we need to make sure that we prepare the path for in order for them to be successful. I'd like to take just a few moments today to talk a little bit about my past and my history, and a little bit about the Allentown School District and kind of where we're going. But first, I have to say I had a great opportunity to spend some time talking with and working with Paula over the last year and a half now, and hearing the stories, not just of the kids and how they find success here in this space, but also our parents. And our parents who've had a wonderful opportunity to learn, listen, engage, and grow by being a part of this program has been absolutely phenomenal. And even this morning, hearing more and more about the stories of our parents that are here in this room has been inspiring to me as a superintendent, also as a parent here in the Allentown School District. So I think there was a little bit of an embarrassing picture, but we're not going to show it. But I always like to begin conversations with Head Starts with Head Start with me. I am a graduate of a Head Start program in Tillatoba, Mississippi, myself. Yeah. There are some teachers back there now that are saying, "Woo, we didn't know he'd make it." So I like to say that because I begin with, from humble beginnings, great things grow. And I'm not here because I was born in a suit. I'm here because there were adults in my community who invested in me as a young person. And that helped me to grow and develop and be in a space where I can give back to do the same. And I always begin with that because I was a kid that needed that Head Start program to make sure that I had the ability to transition well into the school environment. And my parents, just like you sitting here today, made sure that I had that opportunity and kicked my behind to make sure that I took advantage of the great opportunities that came my way. So thank you again to you for making sure that your children have the opportunity and making sure that they take full advantage of the opportunities that will come their way. That will absolutely be a life-changing opportunity for your students. As Paula said as well, we've been going through a really strategic journey in ASD with the focus to build a more robust focus on family and community engagement. I need to embarrass one other person who's here today, Karim Brown. If you could wave your hand, everybody turn around, look at Karim. Karim has been working to lead our family and community engagement work in the Allentown School District. We've identified that as a point of emphasis. It was identified through the development of our strategic framework. When you came in, we had some copies on the table back there, but we developed a framework, a vision for the next 5 years of how our school district was going to meet the needs of our parents and our community through listening, through engaging, through improving, and then through kind of cycling back to ensure that we've done work in the right way. One of those main elements has been engaging with our families and communities, and that's been the work that Karim has done a dynamic job leading for our district. So goal area 3 of our strategic framework speaks to collaborating meaningfully with our families and our communities. To do that, we've created a few different structures that kind of help us do that work. And Paula gave most of my speech, so I don't have a lot to say. We held a family leadership summit here in September of 2017 with the goal of bringing all of our parents and communities who are advocates for education in to have some substantial conversations around the work that we're doing. We've engaged our parent and teacher associations, if it's PTA, PTSA, whatever those associations are, engaging them so that they're more connected to the central office as well as the school site to make sure that we can meet the needs of kids and be accountable to our parents for how we're doing that work. We've launched, and I'm absolutely proud of it. If you have not heard, I'm going to implore you to become a member. We've launched the Allentown Parent Network. The Allentown Parent Network is and I'm going to call it an independent parent leadership organization that has the responsibility to hear, listen, and engage the voices of parents, and then communicate with the school district to ensure that we're meeting the needs of our parents and our students on a consistent basis. My background as an educator was from Michigan, and specifically I started my career in Detroit as a teacher, assistant principal in the Detroit area, and then a superintendent in the Detroit area. And we had a really great relationship with this group, Detroit Parent Network, and they were our best advocates, but they also held us accountable. And the one thing that I believe Allentown needs is a group that has the ability to do the same. To accomplish that, it's not a group that works for the school district. We've partnered with a couple of organizations in our community that do this work in a really, really strategic way. So Casa Guadalupe and Promise Neighborhoods have been the lead partners on developing the Allentown Parent Network, along with some support from Upside Allentown, really driving home the critical voice of our parents in ensuring that our district is going to be successful and our city is going to be successful long term. In November of 2018, we identified a space in our central office for our very first inaugural parent. Karim is laughing because she knows I'm going to embarrass her again. We need to make sure that we have space for our parents and communities to convene in our district office to again make sure that they have that opportunity to connect and then branch that out to our school sites as well. So the work that Karim has been doing with our Parent Resource Center has been absolutely dynamic. We've also had conversations with CSC about ways to connect, because we want our parents and communities to know that our district is a welcoming space. So at our central office, at our school sites, creating those spaces where parents that may need to come in and work on a computer to submit an application, or parents that may need some literature to read to identify how to work with a challenge that your child may be having, or whatever that list of things are, we have the capacity to provide that resource right here in the Allentown School District, and we're committed to doing that. We're excited to launch this summer our parent resource centers here in ASD. We've also launched a program called Let's Talk, which is designed to ensure that there's effective two-way communication between the district and the parents. So a whole lot of things that we're doing designed to further engage and ensure that our parents are connected, and that not only we're talking to parents about what we're doing, but we're also taking the time to listen and hear concerns that our parents have so that we can reverse stream as necessary to meet their needs. So lots of great work that I believe we're doing the right thing on in ASD to meet the needs of parents. Great. Now, back to the good stuff. It is absolutely amazing for me to see the number of parents that are here today that continue to challenge the narrative in urban school districts, in urban spaces, in urban cities about how connected our parents are to the needs of their children. We hear it, I hear it daily in the Allentown School District, in the city of Allentown, that the issues and the challenges are our parents. And each and every one of you sitting here today challenges that narrative in a major way, because the challenge here is not that our parents don't care. I'm tired of hearing it. We need to make sure that people know that is not the space that we live in, and you prove it here this morning. I appreciate that because it lifts my spirit to see it, to know it, and to continue to have evidence that we have some of the best and most engaged, caring parents and community members here in the city of Allentown, and that will be what transforms our educational system to be more designed to be successful for our kids. So thank you again, because you send that message loud, you send that message strong, that when we as organizations do the right work and ask our parents to engage and be a part of us, as CSC has done traditionally for the last 35 years, then we get the results that we need. So kudos and congratulations, Paula, to you and your team for leadership in this space, and kudos again to a room full of committed parents here in the city of Allentown that are sending the message that we are excited about the future of our children. And I could not be more proud to stand here as a servant in the city of Allentown, the Allentown School District, and to my fellow parents here in the city. Thank you for all that you do.
Thank you.